Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is January 12th, 2024, and this is a look at a trading strategy that I like, but I haven't done in a while. It's actually really pretty good. But it's one of those ones where minimum amount you need in order to place this trade is around $500, then multiplied by the number of contracts that you're going to be trading. This is all for educational purposes only that we're going to be looking at, because we all know trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and let me make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. Uh, this is on the RUT. I used to show this one on part of my trade review, and this is one of the reasons why I would show it, because I do trade this every now and then in some of my other accounts in a certain way, and that certain way I'm actually going to show you today. I'm not showing you everything that I'm looking at the time when I'm actually trading this, but I'm showing you something to get you started. Like I say, this is educational purposes only. And me and one of the other guys years ago, we used to trade this thing all the time, and all because he wanted to learn about trading, and this was an easy strategy for him to make a little bit of money, and he kind of understood, you know. Just making a little bit, he was okay with that, and that's the whole thing with this particular strategy. You're putting up $500, and you might only make $50. That's 10%, though, and he kind of understood that, and he was kind of okay with that, So that's what I'm going to be showing today. And the product that we're going to be looking at is RUT, the Russell. This is the bigger one, and this is the one that I like. I like this trading. I think all you can do is trade options on this particular one, and it has you can trade some pretty good strategies on this strategy that I'm going to show you is selling a spread, and the thing is selling the spread at the right time. And on this particular thing, you better study it. You better make sure you understand what you're doing, because this trade is cash settled. So the thing is, you don't have to worry about stock being assigned or anything like that. But you can still lose money, But so let's take a quick look at it. I already in place the trade and all, and what I'm looking at. Let me go back to my chart. First of all, I always start off with the chart. And the chart tells me, okay, where do I want to sell at? On this particular, as you can see, I'll let you see the time frames that I'm looking at. And, if anybody who's been watching me, my 5-minute time frame is always my entry time frame. Then I look at an hour, then I look at a day. I want to know where the market is at. On this particular trade here, I'm also going to be looking at 0-day expiration options. That was the other great thing about this trade. It's kind of crazy and all, but if you wait until the right time of the day to do that, and what's the right time of the day? For everybody out there, you all probably have your own right time of the day. For me, the right time of the day on most days is after 11 o'clock. I know some people advertise this strategy as doing it at around 10 o'clock, but there's movement around that time, around 10 and 11, 10:30. There's always some movement around that time. So again, I want to wait until the market has settled down and then try to do this particular strategy of selling options. All right, so let's take first now. Like I say, let's take a look at the chart. On the daily chart, I can see my bottom is right around this area here. You can see over here, I'm all the way on the chart on the left-hand side with this white highlighted area. This is where my bottom is at. So I want to usually sell somewhere, but that's why I have these on here. I want to sell somewhere below that or in that somewhere. But I'm going to put a price level on here, and I can see my most recent low of this market going sideways. This is the Russell, this one that likes going sideways, and this is a daily chart. And this is a 0-day expiration. I don't need to look at too much more time than that. I'm seeing that my bottom is right here. And I'm actually go ahead and highlight, put a note on here also. Where they're drawing. Where am I? I don't know. I get where I can go here. No, I did that. I want to put a note. Where's my boom, boom, boom? I just want to let you know this is around 1935 is the price. Because again, you got to know what price do you want to sell near. I'll just say it like that. and that's 1935. Now, if I want to sell something on this side, I will want to sell above this level right here. So let me go ahead and put a price level here. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put a price level here. Boom, boom. So I want to know where I want to sell at. And this price level here is around 1980. So I'll probably go 1985, just a little bit above that. So I'm going to put 1985 up here. Go boom, boom. Where did my thing go? I don't know why is this thing. There we go. 1985, I said. 1985. Boom. So those are the two levels that I like selling at. And me, sometimes we would actually do both sides, because you can't lose on both sides, number one. You can only lose on one side. And if we were getting close to the same type of credit, that's usually ideal, But this is what we're seeing. Now, once you got, the levels that you want to sell at, now you go look at your option chain. And your option chain we're going to be looking at is RUT. And we're going to be looking at the 0 days. And this trade right here, I did it earlier. I did it already earlier. And what you're doing, on the put side, on the bottom, let me also do this right here. I can do this. Let me do this. Go back over here. Really, the lower time frame, I can just see that this low is from previous day. I can see here this time frame was from previous day. It doesn't really matter, but this is how I usually just have my stuff set up. But what I want to do right now, I want to detach. It popped up on the other screen. I want to do this. I want to see what kind of crazy stuff I got back here. And I want to do, I'm actually going to go to the hour time frame only, maximize. I'm actually doing something on the screen that you cannot see at this time. I'm just moving things around a little bit. And I just want to move this chart in over here is what I want to do, where you can look at the chart. And I don't know why those didn't show up over here. Okay, it doesn't matter. This is 1935, and the other one is whatever. Now, to place this trade, what you're doing, you're selling on the put side. We're selling at 135 where we don't expect the market to go down if I'm aggressive, and this is me being aggressive, because I'm only like 2 or 3 strikes out of the money. On one of the other platforms, let me see if I have that platform up over here. And let me look at this particular trade over here. What I'm doing is trying to, on some platforms, they'll tell you, this strike that I'm at, is it 1 or 2 standard deviations out? What's the delta? The delta should be about, I usually have delta set up as this particular one right here. This is delta, probably this row here. Let me change this up a little bit too. I'm showing you, this is how you just up delta gamma, blah, 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 blah. Like I say, this is delta. So I'm selling at about a 0.12 delta. So that means there's an 88% chance of me actually winning on this trade. Only 11% are actually losing on this trade. Since we're trading 0-day options, that is just outside of that 1 standard deviation, trading at this point right here. Okay, so now on the other side, which that trade I haven't placed at this time, I'll go ahead and do it now so you can see it. And right now at 185, we can see there's no money there. If I try to actually do that trade, what I did was I'm doing a right click at 185. 185 was our other level up here at 185. I'm back over here on the chart. If I do a right click, say sell vertical, that's what I'm actually doing, is selling a vertical. And as you can see, you are not going to get any credit since there's a 0 there. Very small credit, not worth doing. But we can go to that same delta, which is about right here, or we can get a little bit more aggressive if we want to and go about right here, and try doing that trade and see what kind of credit we're going to get. And I'm going to go right click, I'm going to go sell vertical, and get about 50 cents. And that's what I usually get on these trades, is about 50 cents around this time of the day. If you do it earlier in the day, you'll get a little bit more credit because there's less theta decay on these options at that time. But the market may move a lot, maybe moving a lot. And also volatility is a little bit higher at that time, earlier in the morning. And you're also taking a chance of maybe the market hasn't settled out yet. And still, even at this time, the market can still move against you. So again, that's why I usually just like put it on one side near where if I think the market has made a bottom, or if I think the market has made a top, I like putting the trade on usually at that time. And just a few minutes ago, before I decided to do this video, I was believing that the market had made a bottom. But we're going to go ahead and do this trade. And what we're at a 60 and a 65, so we're about right here. That's really pretty dangerous for me, But I'll do it since this is actually in a simulated account. So it's paper trade. It's not real money that I'm actually showing you this with. And 10 contracts is what this thing defaults to. And for me to make it the same as the other side, I need to do like 50 contracts. And you'll see you get close to around $2,300. It'll be around $2,500 minus commission. And the money that the maximum loss on this trade, though, is $22,000. If this is tied to the correct account, I shouldn't have any problems actually placing this trade. This is in the IRA account. It's probably better if I put this in the margin account and do it that way, even in my paper account. What I usually try to make on these trades is about half of that. If I'll set it up when I'm doing this many contracts. Kind of crazy and all. But I used to do this back in the day all the time like this to try to make up for losses that I had and all. Because this was an easy way of actually making those losses up, going to some of these products like this and doing these type of sales and all. So I'm going to go ahead and you should only do one contract. Let's do this. Let me edit. Let me change this back down to one contract. One contract, just so you see what's going on. This should automatically change for me. And as you can see, it's making money. And this is, you're going to make $42. You have at maximum you have at risk is $458 and all. And we're going to go ahead and place this trade. I'm going to go ahead and do a send. And it should fill while we're on there. I don't know if you actually heard that, but you can see on the screen that it actually filled. I do not like doing the call side. And this close, I'm over here on the chart again. That was around a 160, because I know the market at the end of the day, it could run up here and actually get very close to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do. I like creating an alert. What I usually do is when I actually place these trades live, I create an alert at a point where I know I have to do something. If it's actually just a quick roll, or just go ahead and close it for a small loss instead of taking a maximum loss on these type of trades. I set an alert to let me know if it gets near that trade, which shows up here on my chart. And on this side, I do the same thing. I usually set an alert at 1940 since I sold the 1935 if it gets within $5 of my trade, where I know I have to do something. So I'm going to go ahead and set another alert down here. And I might have done this before in the past. Let's change this to 40. And if it goes below this, at or below, because I sold below, I did that wrong, cancel. On my put side, yes, if it goes below that, I want to know. Yep, so let me do that again. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Create alert. Yep, I want to do at or below, and let's make it 40 even, just to be, and say okay, create, there, and now that's my range. So the thing is, I sold something that's 1960, and all, so I get an alert if this thing starts going against me, and I have to do something fast. That's one way of doing it. Other people like setting maybe a delta alert or a price alert over here. You can do that. I like setting the price alert on the chart to let me know. And I go over here to my monitor tab right now, and we can see how these trades are doing. We collected 40, I think it was 42 cents on this one, and I know I collected around 50-some cents on this one earlier. And all, so ignore these numbers here. We did get that. This is the trade right here. Ignore all the other crap. And this is it. Like I told you, I did a little few more contracts. And the profit on this trade right now is coming from the first trade that I actually placed. So right now, I really would be at the point where I would actually be looking at closing that trade. Let me just show you. I can go into field trades. I only did a couple, as you can see. On the put side, this calls. This is puts. The put side, I collected 55 cents. On the call side, I did the same thing. I collected around 50 cents, a little bit more closer than what I really like, and based on where the market is at. But that was the trade. Now, to actually show you how to go ahead and close these trades, what I will be looking to do to close this trade on the put side, I'll be looking to close this around 25 cents would be good enough for me. And let's see where it's at. I go on this particular platform. All I gotta do is I'm holding the control key down. I'm doing a right click. I'm saying buy back this vertical that I actually sold. It's at 33 cents, so I am profitable based on where it's at. But I'll go ahead and set it down to about we'll do 25 cents. And day is good enough. The X options are going to expire today, and I can go ahead and do a confirm and send. Up. I hope that it's all right. Let's go edit. This look like is that right? Yeah, I'm just making sure the numbers are right. I don't want it to end up doing a partial close on me. And do a confirm and send. So that's how you set up your closing order, and I'll do the same thing over here. Create closing. The different ways of it's not buy. I want to buy it back. I could just close the leg I sold, but I want to make sure I close everything. I like doing it. I like going through my monitor tab. Go here, right click, create close. I'm holding the control key down to select both of them at the same time, and see how this one is actually already going against me, the call side. Because I did for 40 cents and now it's at 60-some cents. So that's why I really didn't have that trade on. But that was for demonstration purposes only. The market was at where I thought it was a bottom, so the put one was the one to sell. This call one was probably a good time to sell it in the market if it was bearish on the market at the time. And that's when you can get to where you sell those things early in the daytime, around that 10 o'clock. If you think the market is at a high, you sell it. You think the market is at a low. If you think the market is at a high, you sell your call spread. You think the market is at a low, you sell your put spread, based on your indicators, based on what you used to actually look at the market at the times. This one right here, I'm still going to set this one for 25 cents. And day is really good enough. I have my alert set up, so I'm okay with that. It's just one contract. And let's do a confirm and send. So now my sales for both of them, my positions is in place, my sales are in place, and I just I monitor. Usually I have my alerts going to my phone. I just monitor my phone, and I just let it go until they actually just close for me. We can go back to the monitor tab. On this platform, it doesn't really show me that I am profitable, but it doesn't show anything else. That's pretty much it. And that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to share at this time. If you like little things like this, I will be doing, and I got to do, I said I was going to do a thing on how to get bearish in the market. I do have my notes and things on that, and I'll be putting that out probably next Friday. So every Friday I'm going to try to get where I put something out, because usually on Friday I trade early, then I'm usually pretty much done for the day. Okay, I hope this was helpful. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. I hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I look forward to, I hope you guys subscribe, like, and I'll be putting out my market review here sometime tomorrow or Sunday early. Other than that, talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.